Get out your measuring tape, folks. Today we're going to be talking about how to measure yourself so that you can provide those measurements to a manufacturer and get that perfect custom fit garment. So why are we doing this? Well, we do work with a lot of startups, and startups often say, hey, I want something custom. I want that oversized sweatshirt, or I want those awesome swim trunks or swim, rash guard or something, but I want it to fit just like this. I don't like this brand. I don't like that brand. So we sometimes say, hey, why don't you just measure yourself and then send that info to us? We'll perfectly design that awesome fitting garment for you. And they're like, oh my God, how the heck do I measure myself? Bust, waist, hip? That is not the proper set of measurements. That's just called a size chart. So in this episode, what we're going to do is we're going to bring on somebody, a really cool guest. And what she's going to do for you is she's going to show you how to measure yourself so that you can submit that information to a manufacturer to get that perfect cut, perfect measured garment. So let's get started. So we're welcoming Leanne Dennis, who's the production director of cmgarmindo, to our show. Welcome.
Thank you. I'm excited to be here.
Awesome. Now, Leanne is part of the production department, and what Leanne is charged with is talking to clients who are actually sending in their measurements. Can you tell me a little bit about the challenges that you're facing?
Everybody gets them wrong, and I'm going to show you how to get them right.
Awesome, folks. So now I'm going to leave this over to Leanne. I'm out of here.
Okay. So let's get started. So first things first, we work in the metric system. Centimeters, not inches. Make sure all your measurements are in centimeters. So you want to make sure that you're wearing form-fitting clothing so you can get the most accurate measurement. Ladies, you want to make sure you're wearing the bra you most regularly wear when we're getting the chest measurement. We're going to start from the neck down. So the way to take your neck measurement is take your tape measure, okay? You want to put it actually pretty tight against your throat. You go all the way around the back. Ladies, pull your hair out. You want to go all the way to your Adam's apple and then take 2 fingers and put it inside. So it actually allows you a little bit of room. The next measurement we're going to take is your shoulder. So to get your shoulder measurement, you want to go not from the very base of your neck, but that little hole you have right at your collarbone, and it reaches all the way to your shoulder bone, okay? It doesn't come down over your shoulder. So this measurement is to here. Then you just take your measuring tape and voila. The next measurement we're going to take is your arm length. So what you want to do is you want to actually feed your measuring tape through your pinky finger. And then you're going to take it up to your shoulder bone, okay? And then what you're going to do is you're actually going to bend at the elbow, okay? And then you take the measurement to your wrist. The next measurement is your chest. So what you're going to want to do is don't go under your armpits. You want to go around your lat muscles, okay? And kind of right across your nipples. What you're going to do is you're going to bring it tight, and you're going to take a deep breath, hold it, let the tape measure expand, and then that becomes your measurement. Now, the reason why you want to take a deep breath is so that you have that extra room. So when we're actually designing your garments, it's not going to be skin tight, but it'll give you that movement you need across the chest. Now, this one actually only applies to ladies, and it's more specifically for swimwear. So what it is the underbust. So you're going to go just below your bra. And this one, you don't take a deep breath or anything like that. You just take the measurement from the bottom. The next one's probably pretty easy. It's the waist. So what you want to do, the waist is actually the smallest part of your abdomen. Okay? It might not align with your belly button, and that's okay. So what you're going to do is you're going to want to just go to the smallest part of your waist and take the tape measure, put that fully around, and then take a deep breath and give yourself that little bit of extra breathing room. This next one is HPS to waist. HPS. High point shoulder. That's the highest point on your shoulder. Okay, so what you're going to do with this one is you're actually just going to throw it over your shoulder, and you're going to want to go to the waist, and that's the measurement there. So this one is hip height. Ideally, you will be sitting on a hard surface. You want to be at a 90-degree angle and using a ruler instead of your tape measure. So what you're going to do is you're going to put the ruler right on the table, stand up straight, and find your waist and mark it on the ruler. This next one's a little bit weird. You're going to get personal. So what you're going to do is this is for your crotch measurement. You're going to take your tape measure at your belly button. Okay. Now you're going to just try and grab the tape measure between your legs and go up your bum. Okay. Now with this one, you are going to need a table again to sit on, because what you want to do is you want to make sure that you give yourself enough room in the crotch. So once you've got your tape measure held firmly in place, have a seat. Okay. And it'll loosen up a little bit. Let your fingers slide along that so you can actually extend the tape measure a little bit more. And then when you return, it's a little bit looser. That's your crotch measurement. So next we're measuring the hips. So previously we had done the waist, which is the smallest part. The hips are actually the widest part. Okay, it's not the thighs. We're talking about where you have your hip bone. Okay, so previously we were talking about the waist here. The hip is down here. My pants are actually sitting on my hip right now. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your tape measure around, and there you have your hips. So the next measurement is actually only relates to men. So just like we had the under bust for women, this one is your lower hip. So what we're going to do is where you just found your hip bone, you're going to go about 5 centimeters below that. Okay, and you're going to take your measurement. Now guys, this one is really important for you because this is what's going to make your swim trunks feel really nice. So about 5 centimeters below your hip bone, and that is your lower hip measurement. Next we have the thigh. So the way to get this measurement is actually, it's not right at the crotch, it's just a little bit below that. Run your hand along the outside of your hip, and once it just comes, it starts to curve in a little bit, that is your thigh measurement there. So what we're going to do is take the tape measure, go right around, and there you have your thigh measurement. This measurement is to get your leg length. So the best thing to do is lay your tape measure on the floor and just step on it lightly with your heel. And then what you're going to do is you're going to run the tape measure up the inside of your leg all the way to your crotch. Okay. Now to actually take the measurement of your leg length, it goes to your ankle bone. So you want to just pinch the tape measure there, and that's your leg length. This last measurement is waist to floor. So it's pretty easy. Just let your tape measure fall on the floor and bring it up to your belly button. And generally, I suggest stepping on the bottom of it. And there you have your waist to floor measurement.
Wow, Leanne, that was awesome. Thanks very much for giving us all that advice. Do you have any last minute advice for our viewers?
Don't forget that if you're taking your measurements, a little bit bigger is better because we can always trim down the garments.
Cool. Very useful.
Yeah.
If you found our episode useful, please like and subscribe down below. Thanks very much for watching another episode of Clothing Made Easy. I'm your humble host, Tanner Keeley Carslan, and we'd love to see you next time.